Hello, welcome to today's Holy Yoga practice in the chair. My name is Barb Tucker. I'm a member of the Colts Reformed Church in Colts, New Jersey, and I invite you to find your chair without arms and join me in your seat. Today's practice, I will be using a strap, so if you want to pause here, the video, and get your strap, get a tie, get a sock, get a bathrobe tie, and join me when you're ready. Welcome back. Okay, so we have our strap. We'll be using it for our warming up, for our range of motion exercises for our arms and our legs. So I'll put that to the side for now. And for those of you who have your back against the chair, I'm going to ask you to bring your back up, away from your chair, and walk your hips up to the top of your chair. Firmly root your feet to the floor, parallel to each other, having your knees over your ankles. And as you inhale, lengthening your spine, bringing your navel to your spine, having your shoulders over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. Let's close our eyes. Soften your face, having your teeth apart, your lips together. Just noticing your breath here. Take a moment and slow it down. Taking control, maybe inhale for a count of 2 or 3 or 4, and exhale either 2 or 3 or 4. Find your rhythm. And then maybe finding your breath where you deepen it all the way from the belly and not from your heart, but from your belly. Taking a deep breath, slowly counting maybe up to 4 to take it to the top. Pause for a moment. And exhale. Let's just do a few rounds of that, of real deep breathing, slowly coming up, counting counting up as you go, holding it for a moment, and trying to count the same number on the way down. Maybe noticing how you can expand your ribs out to the side with a deep inhale. Maybe noticing your breath expanding across your back. Just continue in your pattern of breathing, or coming back just to a slow breath or your regular breath. But remain in stillness. I'm going to read today from In the Sanctuary of Women by Jan L. Richardson. This book is filled with morning prayer, evening prayer, and blessings. So today I offer you a blessing. I'm going to say it twice. Listen to it, pick out a word, stitch it in your heart. Let it carry you through today and this week. Put the music down a moment. Listen to this blessing. From all that is broken, let there be beauty. From what is torn, jagged, ripped, frayed, let there not be just mendings, but meetings unimagined. May the God in whom nothing is wasted gather up every scrap, every shred and shard, and make of them new paths, new doorways, new worlds. So the word that you took, inhale and exhale. My word is unimagined. We're living in such a short vision right now, and we can't even imagine what God is thinking, but we know it is for our good. Let us trust that it is for our good, and that the unimagined that He has planned for us will not be wasted, but it will be filled with joy. So as I read this one more time again, maybe finding a new word or just taking that other word deeper in your inhale. From all that is broken, let there be beauty. From what is torn, jagged, ripped, frayed, let there be not just mendings, but meetings unimagined. May the God in whom nothing is wasted gather up every scrap, every shred and shard, and make of them new paths, new doorways, new worlds. So once again, just inhale deeply the word you've chosen. Hold it in your heart for a moment and exhale. Opening up your eyes. Let's recenter ourselves. And bringing your back away from the back of your chair. Having your feet rooted to the floor. Lengthening your spine with each inhale. And let's take our hands to our side and just reach up high. Opening up each side of us, bending to the right and bending to the left. Coming up tall, pausing at the top, reaching a little bit further and bending to the right and bending to the left. Coming up tall, palms towards the floor, gently resting on your thighs. Taking your right palm out, bringing your fingers together and just gently coming back and pushing down. Continuing to breathe. Having your hand like a stop sign and taking each finger back towards your elbow. Don't forget your thumb. And then with the left hand, each finger back, including your thumb. Gathering your fingers together and bringing all four fingers back towards your elbow and down towards the floor. Up towards your elbow and down towards your floor. Circle our hands with the fist. Spreading out wide. Hands to your shoulders. Inhale, bringing your elbows out wide. Elbows in. Inhale out. Elbows in. Anytime anything causes you any pain, just pause. Recenter, reset. If your arms are giving you any pain to rise up, just do as we did and just having your hands rest at your shoulder. With that, let's take our strap. Undoing your strap, holding on to holding on and having it out straight, a little wider than your shoulders. Again, focusing on your feet here, helping you to root down, rise up taller. Inhale, coming up high. Exhale down to your knees. Inhale up high. Exhale to your knees. One more time, inhale up high. Exhale to your knees. Inhale halfway. And let's twist to the right, keeping your knees towards me, just twisting through the chest and coming around over to the other side. And in one hand pull, the other hand drag, and coming over. If you need to bend your elbows here, please feel free to do that. Coming to center and resting at your thighs. Taking a deep inhale here and exhale. Taking your hands out a little wider, we're going to do bend, so rising up high. bend to the right. Pulling down with that right arm, helping you to open up that left side. If you can, gazing up at your elbow. Coming up tall and bending to the left. Keeping your knees parallel, facing me. Don't let them travel. Opening up that left side, maybe a little bit further, that right side. Gazing up at your elbow. Coming up tall. Reaching for the sky. Bending to the right, opening up your left. Coming up tall and going to the other side. Coming up tall and coming down. Shrug our shoulders back. And shrug our shoulders forward. Let's heel toe our feet out a little bit. Again, settling yourself, having our back away from the back of the chair, feet, toes towards me, knees towards me. We're gonna make a rainbow over our head, starting at our right hip, over our head to our left knee. So, coming out wide, bringing your hand to your right hip, to the side of it, coming up tall, over your head to your left knee, and coming back. Inhale up and over. Inhale up and over. One more time, over to your knee. Up to center. Root down, rise up tall. Now bringing your left arm to your left hip. Rainbow over your head to your right knee. Inhaling one way. Exhaling the opposite way. Coming up tall. Root down, rise up high. Just hinging forward. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can drop your strap and just hold on to the chair as you do this. But having your feet giving you the strength to stay, maybe having your heels going back towards your, just pushing them back towards your chair and rising up high and coming down. Just laying your strap along your knees, along your thighs, hands on your hips. Let's circle around. And going the opposite way. Taking the straps back in your hand, bringing your feet closer together, lengthening that right leg, flexing your feet. And I apologize if I have dirty feet. I did yoga again outside at the church. It was very muddy today. Root down, really pushing through your left foot, your left sole to help you rise up higher and coming down. Inhale, rise up high. Time, inhale up high. It's available to you. Taking that left arm out long and bringing your leg out wide. Again, rooting down, lengthening everywhere that you can. Coming back. And now let's circle around. Opening up your hip here. Getting those legs moving. And going the opposite way. On your foot, flexing your toes a little bit further than if you didn't have the strap, and releasing down. Releasing your strap, and just taking that right foot and coming up on your toes and up on your heels. And heel toe that foot out wide. Coming up on your heels, coming up on your toes. Lengthening both legs here. Flexing your toes towards your knees, rising up high, holding onto the chair and hinging forward. Leading with your nose, keeping your back long, keeping your neck long. Just gazing at your shins here and coming up tall. Bringing both feet back. Taking your strap around your left foot at the ball of the foot, not in the center. Should have mentioned that before. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, heel to the floor. Keeping your back long. Bending your elbows, not your back, to come up. Exhale down. Each movement has an inhale or an exhale. So we'll inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, hold it for a moment. Letting that right arm go long, bringing the left leg out. Coming back to center and circling around. And going the opposite way. Then taking a moment here and bringing your toes, pulling them back, your toes towards your knees, rooting down through that right sole of your foot, lifting up your spine. Exhale down. Getting rid of your strap, bring it under your chair. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale down. Taking your hands to the chair, lengthening both feet. Heels to the floor, toes towards the knees. Long back, inhale up high, and leading, hinging forward, leading with your nose, long back, long spine. Coming up tall. Taking your left heel on your right shin, and coming up and down. Again, noticing your back, keeping it long, not slouching here. Strong core throughout. And then the next time your heel is up to your knee, grabbing that knee, pointing your toe, flexing your foot, and circle around one way, and then the other, and then down. I forgot what I was doing. Switching legs, having your left leg long, holding onto the chair, having your right heel up and down. And the next time your heel is at your knee, bringing your knee up high to you, hugging it, circling around one way, and then the other, pointing your toe, flexing your foot, and coming down. Coming back to your beautiful mountain seat, having your hands to your side. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Leading with your nose. Lift halfway, taking your belly off your thighs. Back to the floor. Root down, rise up high. Gazing up at your fingertips. Exhale, coming down. Lift halfway. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Taking your right fingers and thumb around your left wrist, rising up high, and gently pulling your arm over, bending your right arm, bending your left arm, opening up that left side. If you can, bringing that left elbow behind you, coming up tall, taking your left fingers and thumb around your right wrist, and bending the opposite way. Bringing that right elbow behind you if you can. Coming up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on your knees and rise up high. Bringing your arms to cactus. Coming to a cat and cow. So we're going to inhale. Having your heart come through your arms, your elbows behind you, gazing up up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, elbows together, rounding your back. Come into yourself. Inhale, rise up high, bringing your heart up to the sky. Exhale, coming in. One more time, inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale, coming to neutral, just bringing your arms out. Root down, rise up, bending to the right. Coming up tall, pausing for a moment, and going to the left. Coming up tall. Hands on your thighs. For cat and cow on our legs. Hands on our legs, so starting at our knees. Gluing our hands to our legs, we're going to glide our hands back to our hips, opening up our heart, gazing up tall, elbows behind us. Exhale, sliding our hands over our knees, down our shins, chin to chest, rounding your back. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale down. Inhale, high. Exhale down. Inhale, having your hands stop at your thighs. This time we're going to inhale, having our hands gliding towards our hips. As we do, we're going to stop at the hips, opening up our heart, elbows behind us. Inhale, root down, whatever touching the floor or your chair. Rise up high and hinge forward on your exhale. Nose over your toes, root down, rise up high. Taking your hands, gliding them back down to your knees. Inhale, bringing them back to your hips, opening up your heart, elbows behind you. Inhale, up, root down, rise up high. Exhale, leading with your nose, over your toes, hinging forward, gazing at the floor, not letting your neck collapse, but keeping it straight. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, taking your hands to your knees. And one more time, gliding your hands back to your hips. Big inhale, opening up, rise up, and hinging forward. And coming back up. Hands to your side, coming to mountain. Let's close our eyes, soften our face. Notice your breath. Opening up your eyes. Having your hands coming to prayer. Rise up high. Let's twist to the right, and if it's available to you today, gazing to the left. If not, just continue your gaze at me or gaze at your fingers. Whatever works for you today. Coming to center. Inhale, rise up high. Twisting to the left. If it's available, gazing to the right, gazing at me, or gazing at your fingertips. Coming to center. Hands to your thighs. Hands to your side. Inhale, rise up. We're going to twist to the right, bringing our right arm to the back of our chair, our left hand to the outside of our right knee. Again, root down, lift up tall, pushing your hand against your knee against your hand, and twist a little bit more. Again, if it's available to you, turning one way and turning the other. Getting a range of motion in your neck here. Maybe stopping at the middle, coming to front, stopping at the middle, going to back. Coming forward, raising up high, coming to the other side, reaching up tall. Exhale, twisting to the left arm to the chair, right hand against left knee, pushing against each other for strength here to rise up higher and twist a little more. Again, if it's available, looking to the back, looking to the side, looking to the front, looking to the side, looking to the back, going all the way to the front, all the way to the back. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, taking your belly off your thighs, back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high, coming to prayer, coming to heart center. Now toeing your feet out as wide as the chair. Taking that right leg, extending your right leg. Pointing your toe, coming to warrior two. So inhale, rise up. Now your left leg can be pointed towards me or out to the side, whichever feels good for you today. If you just want to be out front, I'm going to walk mine to the side. Inhale, rise up and out, arms like wings, palms up to the heavens, gazing at your fingertips. Maybe let's move our fingertips, opening our hand, closing our hand. Inhale, rise up high, and exhale down. Inhale, rise up high, twisting over towards that bent knee and hinging over the knee. I'm going to move my leg a little bit over to help me hinge better, feel more stable that way. Coming up tall. Back to warrior two. Inhale up and exhale. Arm on your thigh and bending over, reaching as far over your toes, as far away from your fingertips as possible. Maybe gazing up towards that elbow. Maybe just gazing at me. Coming up tall. Bringing your right leg back. Heel toeing in. Taking a moment. Taking a breath. Maybe taking both hands to your heart. Just enjoying the sound of the pumping of their blood, the pumping of your breath. Taking a deep breath here. Heel toeing your feet back out as wide as the chair. Coming to prayer. Extending that left leg, pointing your toe. Inhale, up, exhale, out like wings. Beautiful warrior two. Adjusting your leg is whatever's needed for you today. Coming up tall. And exhale. Coming up tall. Twisting to the right. Hinging over that right leg. I'm more comfortable on this side, so I didn't have to adjust my leg. It just is needed. Coming up tall. Back to warrior two. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, taking your arm to your thigh. Bending over. Biggest stretch of the day. Reach your fingertips to your light ceiling, to your ceiling. Your toes all the way out to the other end of the room. And coming back. Bringing your leg back up. Keeping your legs wide. Both arms on your thighs. Taking an inhale here. And exhale. Taking your right arm down and coming over. And switching sides. 2 more times to each side, just going at your own pace. I lost count. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about what I'm doing next. So we might have done 3, we might have done 2. But wherever we are, take one more over each side, or come back to neutral, whatever works for you today. Closing your eyes, softening your face, taking a deep inhale here, and exhale. Heel toeing your feet in. Hands to your thighs, bringing your heels up and your toes up, wiggling your toes. Intentionally really rooting down on that big toe, the pinky toe, the outside of your heel, the inside of your heel. Lengthening your back. And exhale. Hands to your side. Inhale, rising up high. floor, interlacing your hands, grabbing onto that right knee, bringing it up high, and circle around. And going the opposite way. And coming back. Hands to your side. Recentering yourself if need be. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Back to the floor, interlacing your hands, grabbing onto that left knee, hugging it into yourself, and circle around. And going the opposite way. Giving yourself a hug, and coming down. Having your hands on your thighs, just taking your fingers and deliberately walking your fingertips over your knees, coming down your shins. And deliberately taking each finger and walking up your leg to your hips and back to your knees. Interlacing your hands, having your palms out towards me, wiggling your thumbs around. Root down, rise up high. Exhale, coming down. Interlacing your hands, coming out towards me, having your thumbs go around. Rising up high. Coming to the side. Having your left hand hold on to the chair, bringing that right arm over. Coming back. Heel-toeing your legs out, taking your left hand to your right leg, and bending over. Pushing the leg against the hand against the leg. And coming back. Heel-toeing back over. Holding on with your right hand, bringing your left arm over. Heel-toeing your feet out. Having your hand over your thigh, and bringing your other arm up and over, pushing your leg against your hand against your leg, and coming up. Heel-toeing back. Hands to your thighs. Taking your nose like it's a paintbrush and painting the number 8 in the sky. Continuing to breathe, don't hold your breath here. And going reverse. Coming to neutral, taking your chin to your chest, gazing up to the ceiling, chin to the chest, gazing up to the ceiling, coming to neutral, gazing over your right shoulder, gazing over your left shoulder, gazing over your right, and gazing over your left. Coming to neutral, hands to your side, rise up high, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, leading with your nose. Halfway lift. Back to the floor, root down, rise up high, deep inhale, grabbing onto a cloud. Coming to prayer, coming to heart center, and surrendering into your chair. Releasing your core, letting your back rest against the back of your chair. Having your feet drip where they need to drip. Flop where they need to flop. Having your hands rest where you need to, maybe on your heart or your belly, your thighs. Let's close our eyes. And let's notice our breath. Be deliberate in your breath. Take a longer inhale than usual, a longer exhale. Slowing down, coming to stillness. And then coming to your normal breath, keeping your eyes closed. As I read today's blessing, I hope for you that whatever is broken, ask God to heal it. Because His plans for us are unimaginable. And we find faith and hope in that. So from all that is broken, let there be beauty. From what is torn, jagged, ripped, frayed, let there be not just mendings, but meetings unimagined. May the God in whom nothing is wasted gather up every scrap, every shred and shard, and make of them new paths, new doorways, new worlds. Just take a few more moments to breathe in these words. Tell God of what's broken, what's frayed, what's ripped. Ask him to show you his unimaginable plans. I invite you to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe shrug your shoulders. And meet me back up in our beautiful mountain seat, taking your back away from the back of the chair, rooting your feet down. I invite you to a deep inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale through your mouth. One more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Taking your hands to your side. Inhale, gazing up, fingertips together in prayer, resting at heart center. And may we all say, Amen. Have a good week.